fuck, I'm really back. Niggas out here bustin', boy, they really talking. Bitch, on that shit, fuck you talking, nigga. You ain't really in no shit, your habitat. Oh my god, what happened, nigga? You gon' hear that shit clap. Hey, you trippin', cause I'm fucking on yo through the mic. She gon' get me.
My boy, I was struggling. You went in them streets, stop lying, bitch. That boy, I know your ass got them dudes some under sheets. Pause.
Titled The Diddy File.
Oh, it's a whole hour crazy.
Patrick CC.
Damn.
Extremely powerful executive Sean Diddy Combs has had an ominous presence in the music industry for the past 30 years. From his suspicious involvement in the demise of Tupac and Biggie, his secretive ritualistic parties in the backrooms, as well as numerous accidental confessions, has made the public pre-decide that he is guilty of all accusations against him. Not only have multiple women filed formal lawsuits alleging him of violent sexual assault and humiliation, but now the federal government raided his home as they investigate his involvement in a global sex trafficking
What you doing, my boy? You doing all that sneaky shit.
operation.
That boy been sneaking around.
At the moment, he is not being charged of any crime, but any day now, Diddy could feel the wrath of the American justice system. Today, we are going to unearth
get chokehold like this up to the wall. Like, what happened, dude? Oh, man. That boy's time is coming.
the secrets he never.
Nigga, pause. I don't really pay attention to like celebrities the way like most people do.
He look like Kai right there.
Really, I'm like
Kai's pops. That's
like an out the loop ass nigga.
Oh Jesus,
Nigga, bro. Like there's the few I like and shit like that, and that's it. I don't be knowing niggas like that. I don't even know what she does. I only know of her through you know, the shit we've heard in the last few months.
Wanted the world to know with the goal of determining one thing: did he do it or not? Its first potential involvement in
he did that shit.
the murders of
Look at face. That boy's face looking scary.
Tupac and Biggie. Because if you believe those allegations to be true, everything that happens afterwards makes total sense. In the mid-90s, Diddy, also known as Sean Puffy Combs, was in the middle of the infamous East Coast vs. West Coast hip-hop rivalry. It all began with East Coast rapper and Bad Boy Records signee, the Notorious B.I.G, versus his enemy, West Coast rapper and
Bro, I did not know Big was signed to Diddy. What the fuck?
Death Row
Where you been at, boy? You sleeping?
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Cover your ass over, nigga. Fuck wrong with that guy.
Tupac Shakur, and it ended with both of them being assassinated via drive-by shootings.
That's assassinations plotted.
Biggie's murder
Them niggas make the mess shit happen.
remains unsolved to this day, but in 2023 we learned that Keefe D was the shot caller for the group of individuals that
Okay, he snitched on himself. What a gooseball.
killed
That
Tupac.
boy out there snitching on himself, nigga.
Although
Will the suspect please take the stand? Mr. Goofy, is it? Mr. Goofy.
Still talking about that mouth.
rap legends were killed, through all the theories, key information, and first-hand recollections from friends and witnesses of both murders indicate that Sean Combs had involvement in both murders. Biggie and Tupac were friendly
That boy's guilty.
and actually respected each other at first. Tupac had begun rapping in 1991 and within 2 years already had earned a platinum album. Biggie was a crack dealer
Was out there grinding for that pay.
who recorded freestyles for fun, until someone sent his tapes to Puffy, who signed him to Bad Boy Records for $25,000. Puffy was also able to use his status in the music industry to connect Big and Pac. Pac became a mentor to Biggie. He once even asked him to be his manager.
I was there.
25K is fucked over, man. I gotta get my boy some more pay. That's some fucking cheap ass labor shit. Nigga.
Ah, the sweet smell of an all-day sucker.
I used to come to New York. I used to do shows and let the nigga come on before I did Keep Your Head Up and Get Around. Because nobody knew the nigga in New York. And I used to tell the nigga, yo, if you want to make your money, you gotta rap for the bitches. Do not rap for the niggas. I told the nigga, don't rap for the niggas. Rap for the bitches. The bitches will buy your records and the niggas want what the bitches want. So all of a sudden, he changed from being listen to party and bullshit. Listen to his style. He changed from that to Big Papa.
Pac believes that Biggie used him as a blueprint, changed his whole style,
Man, that boy acting cocky on that
persona, and music to be more aligned with Tupac. Many people speculated that Diddy also had a slight obsession with Tupac.
Yo.
Wow.
Borderline comical fit, my nigga.
What are you wearing though?
He started dripping himself in
Boys at them parties. What's going on, Pac?
Versace after Tupac did it first. He also got romantically involved in women after Tupac had ran
Oh, she been ran through like a freight train.
through them first. Like Sarah Chapman, who ran around with Tupac in the 90s and is now the mother of one of Diddy's children.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no 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 fucking way, boy.
His claims aged like fine wine when recently the internet figured out that Biggie's most successful hit, Juicy, was actually stolen by a Mississippi-based artist called Notorious B.I.G, who released a song called Big
right there, snatch it, bro. Look, he got B1. Big Daddy. What the fuck? That sound like what?
Daddy,
That boy took a nigga's style, bro. Oh man, that boy had the motherfucking drip on point. So that boy came in and said, nah, this mine now. The fuck, nigga?
Yes, you. Of course. Of course. Of course.
year before Juicy that
Damn, bro, they did that boy dirty.
that sounds exactly the same.
They literally copied that man. What the fuck, bro? They did that boy dirty, man. I bet that nigga mad as hell when he heard that shit on the radio. He said, what the fuck? That boy read me off. Didn't even give me no right nothing. What the
Your soul is mine.
What the fuck?
The coincidence that Notorious B.I.G and Notorious B.I.G are very similar, and this song
Out here tweaking.
is called Big Daddy, and
Yo, what's Big like then? Damn, nigga took his personality.
Stop it. Get some help.
Nigga took his personality on me, bruh. There's no way, bruh.
From this nigga.
That boy got exposed.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
And follow the blueprint of Pac. I don't think there's nothing wrong with following the blueprint of a successful person, but you should be trying to be yourself though.
Should have made your own lane.
At the same time. Damn. Wow. That's actually disappointing to learn this.
Biggie started going by Big Pop.
Notorious B.I.G.
But many people believe this was the mastermind of Diddy, as he was a music industry expert who knew how to scout talent and assess a hit song before anyone else.
Man, he just following Diddy's orders. That's what happened. He saw that 25K. He said, I need to get some more pay.
Heard it. They believe Puffy instructed his artist to steal from Notorious B.I.G and Biggie trusted his boss and mentor. Pac and Big's rivalry began as a music-based competition. Who had more music sales? Who had the better fashion?
I hate when niggas say Drake does it all the time. Like, bro, we know Drake has writers. He credits the writers.
Media representation and cultural influence. But due to gangster rap creeping into the mainstream and the two being surrounded by legitimate gangsters, tensions escalated to life-threatening conflict. In November 1994, Tupac was on his way to record some music at Quad Studios in New York City. Coincidentally,
shit up like fireworks, bitch.
Biggie was there recording with Junior Mafia,
it's July the 4th every day,
which was a group of 4 friends that Big knew since their childhood. Puffy was there too, since Big was his artist, and anything
is this an edited photo or
that Big writes or records is technically owned by the Bad Boy label. Allegedly, a man by the name of Jimmy Henchman, who is now serving life in prison, was planning a robbery on Tupac since Pac owed him some money. Many speculate that Jimmy told Puffy what was about to happen, but Puffy did not try to stop it. When Pac was outside the studio, he looked
what that boy do to you? He ain't do shit.
Up and realized
that boy was pussy. He said, oh, I'm in the middle of this. Goddamn, I can't do shit.
rapper Lil
I told that boy, get out the studio. You're not supposed to be recording.
Cease, who is best friends with Biggie, was yelling at him from above. He was excited to see him because they were friends. He told him he was going to go downstairs and meet him in the lobby. Pac got to the lobby downstairs when some men attempted to rob him at gunpoint, which quickly led to conflict and Pac being shot 5 times.
In the middle of that trial, Shakur was gunned down, shot 5 times in what he claimed was a murder attempt and police called a robbery.
As the police did their investigation, you can see Diddy looking around scanning the area with his head down. Keep in mind
about robbery, bitch. You shot me in my fucking knee, nigga. That boy shot him like 5 times, bitch. Shot me in the head, thinking I was gonna die, tweaking.
that after Tupac was shot, he got in the elevator and went upstairs where dozens of Bad Boy affiliates were located. Pac was interviewed by Vibe magazine detailing the night he was shot and the energy of the people around him while he was bleeding out. Because Andre Harrell was there, Puffy was there, Biggie, nobody approached me. I noticed that nobody would look at me. Andre Harrell wouldn't look at me. I had been going to dinner with him the last few days. Puffy was standing back too. I knew Puffy. He knew how much stuff I had done for Biggie before he came out. Based on Tupac's words here, fans in the media believe that he was hinting that Biggie and Puffy might be behind the attack, which bothered Big and Puff since publicly at this point they were still friends.
Tupac article had me pissed off, you know what I'm saying? And the rumor.
That boy say that boy had me pissed off, know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, that boy got me pissed off too if he did me dirty like that, man. Your boss looking a little nervous over there, man. What's going on? Where he looking nervous? He said, oh, he talking shit. I want y'all to see what he say.
Like, we set him up, you know what I'm saying? And that's crazy.
I want to see Puppy's face.
It's ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? But I also understand that if you was to get shot 5 times, mine is just...
That nigga look guilty, bro. He said,
completely spinning, you know what I'm saying? You're real confused about your situation. So it'll cause you to say things that you really don't mean.
Nigga gaslighted the shit out of him. Oh my God. He said, man, you've been shot too many times. You can't think straight, boy.
To make things worse, a few months later, Pac was found guilty of sexual assault and would end up serving 9 months in prison. This gave him tons of time to think and reevaluate his life. To add insult to injury, Biggie released his iconic cutthroat track called Who Shot Ya?
Oh my God! Wow!
Which felt like an obvious diss towards Tupac. But technically, it was recorded before Pac got shot, but it was marketed and released.
I think a day somewhere. Nigga using another man's clout to get the numbers up. What the fuck, man?
Months after the incident. Regardless, the media developed the narrative that Big and Puffy set up the shooting and now released a diss record bragging about their hit. And Puff's full intentions were to stir up drama, as can be confirmed by the former president of Bad Boy Records.
Biggie might not have thought that when he wrote the lyrics that was going to be used for that, but the way it was marketed by the company and released in the succession of things that were going on and we were dealing with on all the levels that we were dealing, that record did what it was supposed to do. And that's
it turned out to be false.
Perfect example of how my former business partner works and thinks.
Pac was sitting in jail already thinking that they set him up, and the release of this song was all the proof he needed. But this wasn't the only shooting that Puffy was involved in. It's also important to know that Tupac signed to Death Row Records while in prison after the label owner Suge Knight promised to use his money to get Pac released. As they were in the process of getting Pac out, Suge Knight and his best friend Jake Robles, aka Big Jake, were at the Platinum nightclub in Atlanta. Suge confronted Puffy at the club and was choking him. Puffy's bodyguard, Anthony Wolf Jones,
that nigga bitched him. He was out there choking niggas. He said, bitch, you're fucked up now, nigga.
steps in to defend him, and then
that boy really grabbed a grown-ass man from his neck and started choking him. It's crazy, boy. In front of everybody?
Things got out of hand. Next thing you know, shots are being fired and Suge's friend Big Jake was shot and killed. Whether or not Wolf shot Jake has never been confirmed, but Suge was holding Puffy responsible for the attack, which was enough to now ignite a feud between the two executives. Quick sidebar, recently fans have noticed that Puffy's firstborn biological son Justin Combs looks a lot like Wolf.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh my God.
Oh, what's going on, buddy?
How does your son
That's not your kid, boy.
look more like your best friend than you? Anyways,
Ooh, that's kind of mysterious.
in October
That's a little curious. Oh, what happened there, buddy?
1995,
You let your girl get piped a little bit too much.
Tupac got out of prison and he wanted war.
I have no fear. I have only ambition, and I want mine. And I will do anything to protect and feed my family. And these niggas represent a threat.
Pac
We got to get some money, baby.
got out and immediately started taunting and scheming on Bad Boy Records as much as possible. In the days after his release from prison, he jumped into the studio to record his next album, All Eyes on Me, and he talked about the anticipated tracks.
2 of America's Most Wanted with me and Snoop. That's gonna be a humdinger thing. Shorty Wanna Be a Thug. That's gonna be a big one. And Wonder Why They Call You Bitch with Faith. That's gonna be a big one.
He mentions Faith, aka Faith Evans, who was married to Biggie for over a year at this point. Imagine your wife jumps in the studio.
But they can find better pictures of this nigga though, bro. I know they can find better pictures of him.
Nigga, you just hating, feel me? That's why you ain't never gonna have no paper, ain't never gonna have no bitches.
With your biggest enemy 1 week after he gets
Man, he just had cross-eyed, bro. Leave him alone, bro.
out of jail. Pac was also seen with Faith Evans at Whitney Houston's album release party. The rumor is that Biggie cheated on Faith and that she was trying to get back at him by cheating with Pac. Pac also allegedly started messing around with Mary J. Blige, who was
Oh, this nigga Pac got motion. Look, I'm not no glazing ass nigga, chat, but this nigga Pac got motion, bro.
That clapping cheeks, bro.
He got motion, bro. Nigga said his head is always on a swivel. Hey, such your ass.
Niggas always had motion.
What's up, sir?
Was a
had motion for you out here busting nuts and crazy.
close friend and business partner with Puffy. Then Death
My head stuck. What's going on with the words, man?
Row Records held a Christmas party in 1995 where a close friend of Puffy, Mark Anthony Bell, was mercilessly beaten and forced to drink urine after refusing to give Suge Puffy's mother's address.
What the fuck? That boy 20 shots of urine. You're crazy, boy. That boy wanted to get drowned in the pee, nigga. What the fuck? 20 shots of urine. You fucking wild, bitch. They was out here trying to extort niggas, man. Surprised they ain't fold the nigga. I'm surprised that nigga ain't fold.
Tupac and Death Row did not let off the gas.
While we was waiting for the car to pull up, Suge and Tupac pulled up in the Hummer. And, you know, Tupac was really loud, yelling West Side, you know, cursing, yelling a bunch of stuff. And Suge came from the other side and was like trying to actually walk up to us saying, he just want to talk to Big, like, want to talk, but of course everybody got in front. You know, it was a little yelling and arguing for a minute, but police and everybody got in front, kind of stopped everything.
Despite Biggie's gangster...
The niggas talk, bro. The niggas wasn't able to talk, they would have came to a conclusion like, oh, it was that boy. Cause that nigga Puffy went running, boy. That boy was chopping. I heard that boy was out there chopping like this. Oh, going wild with it.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Who fuck got phantom text right there? You're fucked up, guy.
Hyping a record, or you have no idea?
I don't know what was the problem. You know, I wasn't inside his head at the time. I don't really know what's the reason for him doing what he did.
Tupac was a man on fire. A man who he believes was wrongfully convicted of a crime he didn't commit, was constantly being slandered by the media, and now feels was being disrespected by his biggest enemies, on top of being surrounded by real gangsters. He released a music video alongside Snoop Dogg called 2 of America's Most Wanted, which featured a skit mocking Biggie and Puff.
Pop, please don't kill me. It was Bust.
That boy had the members with him. That boy had members with him.
What's the idea? No, man. I'm just a rapper, man. Please don't take me out the game.
Interesting that Tupac himself instructed the Biggie actor in the 90s to say it was Puff's idea, as if he knew the truth. Then Pac released one of the most abrasive and iconic diss tracks of all time, Hit 'Em Up. He starts off the song claiming he had sex with Biggie's wife, and then
so good. That nigga do what's up, bro.
Interesting that Tupac himself instructed the Biggie actor in the 90s to say it was Puff's idea, as if he knew the truth. Then Pac released one of the most abrasive and iconic diss tracks of all time, Hit 'Em Up. He starts off the song claiming he had sex with Biggie's wife, and then directly calls Biggie, Puffy, and Junior Mafia all bitches, along with various other threats. The pressure was on Bad Boy. Pac was not going to stop, and Puffy couldn't take the heat. Biggie's bodyguard, Gene Deal, recalls when Puff reached his tipping point.
He said, I'm a businessman. I'm about making money, but something gotta change. I don't give a f if Pac gotta die, Big gotta die, or Suge Knight go to jail. Something's gotta change.
Gene was taken back.
What's that? Big is crazy, bro.
He
want your own artists can get fucked over.
wondered if
What's wrong with your ass,
Puff
man?
realized that he just said he didn't care if his own artist died. At the same time, he still wanted
That boy was just a pump for him for his chess game he was playing. Pussy ass bitch.
to play gangster
Pussy boy.
games. As we all know, these gangster games only lead
That's why he got caught in the closet. Everything in the dark gonna come to the light. Always promise that, nigga. Don't ever hide nothing that you don't want to get shamed about, man. Boy, he's around the members, nigga. The members had that boy tweaking like, oh yeah, I'm a part of the gang too, nigga. I'm a member also. That boy forgot. That boy's he forgot. Tupac's an actor, boy.
God damn.
He getting inside the role and start tweaking.
Scared. Yeah.
But looking scary like, oh, he figured out what happened. They was trying to get that boy manipulating your ass, nigga. That boy was manipulating to get the job done. He was not gonna give you shit. That boy wasn't gonna get nothing out of that money.
Me, I'm shit. Why do I feel like that's cheap as fuck? Killing one of the biggest rap artists at the time for just $1 million, bro?
That nigga forgot about inflation, goofy nigga.
That's like a budget murder, my nigga. That's a budget hit.
How the fuck is that budget, nigga? That nigga don't know what he talking about, bitch. $1 million for a head is crazy, bitch.
Back then, oh, you're right. Like $1 million back then is probably like a couple million or some shit like that. But even then, like, you got to think, unless that million is lasting you your lifetime, which realistically in New York or LA it's not.
That niggas forgetting about inflation. What's going on, buddy?
They're not just gonna fucking forget that he died.
When Diddy was asked about this confession, this was his response.
It was this documentary that claimed, which we know wasn't true.
Yeah, check this out. We don't.
So whoever set that shit don't give a fuck about consequences. They just want to get that check and get out of fucking business.
Don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. So we not even gonna go there with all due respect. But
he wasn't entertaining nonsense when he got caught, nigga. When he got too drunk. We gonna watch it later though.
I appreciate
you gonna see what I'm talking about. That boy gets loose like a goose.
As a journalist asking. Thank you.
Hey, W. Charlemagne for always getting to the hard questions, man. Hey,
as you can imagine, Death Row was likely seeking retaliation for the murder of Tupac. Everyone at Bad Boy Records knew they were not safe, but they were especially not safe in Southern California. An LA kingpin called Gene Deal, Diddy's bodyguard, and warned him that there was a hit placed on Biggie in LA.
This somebody did 26 years in the federal jail as a kingpin, brother. He called me to save Biggs' them life. Tell them niggas not to go nowhere. It's a hit on them. You get this information from a kingpin, brother.
Jesus.
Chaz Williams.
Despite knowing all this information, in February of 1997, they headed out to Los Angeles to promote Biggie's new album, Life After Death. Puffy also wanted to record some of his album, No Way Out, in LA. Lil Cease, Biggie's best friend, claims that Big wanted to be in LA.
That's the breadwinner. I gotta follow where the money goes.
He was not taunting the West Coast.
That's the breadwinner. I didn't get the money to my pocket.
He genuinely loved being in LA.
Bro, that is not how LA looks, bro. There's more smog. A lot more tents.
Bitch, that shit was in the 90s, ho.
Okay.
That wasn't 2000s.
It's not that fucking green. Nigga. That's for sure. It's a fucking desert.
They're making enemies with the wrong fucker.
Peterson Auto.
And look what he does. He does some backdoor shit right
Motive Museum. Biggie left the party riding in the front passenger seat of a Chevrolet Suburban SUV with Puffy and other entourage members driving directly in front of them. As they stopped at the first red light, a dark-colored Chevrolet Impala pulled up alongside Biggie's SUV. An unknown assailant inside the Impala rolled down the window and fired multiple shots at Biggie's vehicle. Biggie was hit numerous times by gunfire, sustaining 4 gunshot wounds.
They didn't have no fucking bulletproof cars in the 90s. God damn. It's a whole bunch of drive-bys. All they need is a Cybertruck, man. Or some presidential Cadillac, some shit like that.
Struck him in the chest, causing severe internal injuries. He was immediately rushed to the Cedars-Sinai Medical Center.
Wait, was that the clip of it too? Damn. It's not even tinted, neither. You look fishbowl. Niggas riding around in a fishbowl.
The chest, causing severe internal injuries. He was immediately rushed to the Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, but pronounced dead at the hospital that night. So what happened? Well, Puffy's business partner said that they had used up all their budget on security, so they couldn't hire extra security for this evening. Keefy D was also at this party and offered protection. Puff told
shit, bro. That nigga's out there doing cheap ass shit, bro. Why you cheaping on your artist, nigga? That's your investment, you goofy ass bitch.
Him to stand down. Puff decided to ride in the separate car located in front of Biggie's. Then he
That's your money maker. You gonna get your money maker out of there?
Gave his security guard, Gene Deal, very strange instructions rather than
What was a scary hollaberry nigga?
maximizing Big's protection.
I tried to ride on side of the car.
That boy looked up to you for guidance, and you let this man die in the car by himself, bitch.
Puff said, yo, Gene, what you doing? I said, I'm riding on the side of the car. I have my gun out. So he says to me,
that boy tripping, man.
Gene, if you don't get in this car, you ain't gonna never work for Bad Boy ever again. I said, man, how the f you gonna try to tell me how to...
Why you gaslighting me right now with them questions, bitch? Why you saying that? That boy was gaslighting like a motherfucker. That boy said he ain't gonna never work for me, nigga. What? Why you threaten me? I'm trying to protect the artist, nigga.
How would you want to kill Big,
Gene,
though?
we don't need
I'm trying to protect
that look. We don't
investment, you fuck ass.
Don't need that look. Get in the car. As I go to get in the car, this motherfucker reached down and let his seat all the way back. So now I gotta put my leg sideways.
That nigga knew exactly what the fuck was about to happen, bro. If he put his seat all the way back, you know he knew what's going on, bro. That nigga knew what was about to go down.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck is you doing? Say, you ready? He said, you ready? I said, Kenny, run the next 3 lights. Kenny said, for what? I said, motherfucker, run the next 3 lights, Kenny, or I'm gonna drive. Kenny just took off.
The first car ran the red lights, but the car behind them did not follow. They decided to stop at the red light. Lil Cease had his head hanging out the window trying to holler at some girls. Then out of nowhere, the shooting took place. According to an FBI agent, Phil Carson, who worked on the case for several years,
backdoor activities, bruh.
Suge Knight hired Amir.
Why your ass all the way back in the seat like this? Like, oh my God, I hope I don't get shot. And then took off, but your artist got fucking left behind, bitch, in the dust.
Muhammad to carry out the execution. However, the agent says that the original target was not Biggie. They were targeting Sean Puffy Combs. Gene also believes this story is the truth.
I believe it was meant for Puff. The people that tried to kill Puff that night, for whatever reason, because we had some beef with some Muslim cats in Soul Train too. For whatever reason, the people that's trying to kill Puff, Big became a casualty of Puff shit.
When they rushed Big to the hospital, Lil Cease, who literally looked the shooter right in his face, gave a description to Gene. This is what he said.
Little Cease at the hospital, he said a Muslim shot Big. And I said to Paul, with the blue suit, white shirt, blue bow tie, he said, Gene, how you know? I said, that motherfucker walked up to Puff car first.
Lil Cease's description of the man matches up to what the FBI uncovered. All in all, to say that Puffy set up the murders of Pac and Biggie is not
That's suspicious hell, bro. That boy knew it was going to go down. That nigga knew it was about to go down. That's why he had to see. That boy didn't want him dead. His goof ass just wasn't ready for the warfare. Pussy ass nigga.
grave. Now, we know that Puff didn't exactly want Big to die, but he wasn't doing everything in his power to protect him. Additionally, Puff saw how much death...
man, they have no extra security. What the fuck you doing, bitch? You in the middle of the jungle with no security. It's tweet. But right there with the land of no return, bitch, you was behind enemy lines, nigga. With no guards, bitch, you ain't strapped like that. Them niggas wasn't ready.
Tupac Shakur sold 67,000 records in the week following his murder.
Goofy, I know how you move like that, bitch. You had your partner driving in the fucking Tahoe ass car, nigga. That shit look like ass, bitch.
2 months after he died, they released The Don Illuminati, The 7-Day Theory, which Shakur recorded under the name Machiavelli. It debuted at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 200 with first week sales of 664,000 and 200.
That boy had that motion, nigga. Second week, goddamn.
50,000 the second week. To this day, Tupac has sold 75 million records, most of which came posthumously.
Damn.
Puffy owned all of Big's publishing. He allegedly purchased it from him for $200,000 years before he passed, which meant that everything he recorded or wrote for himself or other artists, Puff owned all of Biggie's.
Only 200K, bro. I gotta see that number again, bro. Ain't no way.
Records, most of which came posthumously. Puffy owned all of Big's publishing.
God damn, only 200K, bro.
He allegedly purchased it from him for
They didn't even have the nuts to get this nigga $1 million. Gave him 200K, bro. You're fucking up, bitch.
$200,000 years before he passed, which meant that everything he recorded or wrote for himself or other artists, Puff owned all of Biggie's percentage. Aside from the tens of millions of dollars in albums Big sold posthumously, he was also a prolific songwriter. He wrote all of Junior Mafia's album. He wrote for Lil' Kim. He wrote for Mace, Craig Mack. Also consider every...
Yo, so you mean to tell me Biggie
was that nigga, man. Biggie was that nigga, man.
The nigga barely made any money off his own music. The shit all went to Puff. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Puff is a bitch, bro. Let his own mans die and then took all his money with him.
Wow. He gave it away for 200,000, my nigga. Fuck a 360, nigga. That's a 1080 deal of death. Wow.
You talking about deals like you're a lawyer, boy. Chill out, boy.
Well, time he's been sampled over the years. Diddy has been making money off Biggie for more years than Biggie was alive. There were even suspicions that Biggie was aware of how much control Puffy had over his music and tried to sign over all his new music to his infant daughter, but passed away before he could get the business deals done. Biggie's mother, Valletta Wallace, has repeatedly expressed her distrust of Diddy. The truth is, Christopher accepted the illusion of a friend and mentor for about $25,000. Wow. That's the amount Puffy lured my son with. That was a lot of money for Christopher back then as a 19-year-old. She continued by saying that she was glad her son does not have to witness that the very people that he thought he could ride and die with wouldn't think twice about using his mother. She added, "I am glad that he is not here to see how they have used his image and his name." Wow. Diddy was filthy rich, extremely powerful, and evidently unpredictable. Imagine how easy it was to leverage his power in the music industry and his personal life. If you said no to him,
nigga, what's up, bro? Leave that nigga alone. That's how you
in theory, he could blackball you, extort you, or maybe something more permanent. So consider that when we begin analyzing his history of suspicious behavior.
I got my MTV out. Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
Let's start with the
that was cringy as fuck, bro.
Mysterious Puffy's Flavor Camp, where Diddy would mentor teenage musicians.
I fucking hate Google.
Private residences. The media were quick to anoint him the modern-day Gatsby, a title he embraced with open arms. "Have I read The Great Gatsby?" he said to a reporter in 2001. "I am the Great Gatsby." However, many people forget that one of Diddy's first
corner is two dudes kissing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, the f is this? And then she pointed another direction. It's another dude over there, like, butt-ass naked dancing. You know what I'm saying?
They went to a gay club or
We
some
take
shit?
off, man.
Based on X's story, it seems like Diddy brought him to a gay club. Or maybe coincidentally, Exhibit just looked at the only two gay couples in a regular club.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe
you dancing butt-ass naked. Ain't no regular club, boy. What's going on?
Nigga, that was a gay club. But how the fuck don't you know you're in a gay club, though? How can't you
Oh, God, how you not know you in there,
Hell.
boy, with the boys, with the sweet boys, licking lollipops.
I feel like you should know that.
50 Cent also recalls
Maybe
one of
they're
the first
drunk
times
as
he
shit.
met Diddy.
We gotta.
Ain't no drunk as shit. You can feel the energy in the room.
This is Puff. Okay. He telling me we gotta kick it and shit. And he was like, yo, why don't we like go shopping or some shit? I mean, like, I pay for it. And I was like, what the fuck this nigga just say?
That boy's trying to get close with her.
He
He trying to get close with the fit.
Trust me.
Now, there is no doubt that homophobia has been prevalent in hip-hop forever. However, some people are just simply not gay, and Diddy's actions make them feel uncomfortable. Like rappers Fabulous and Jadakiss, who were pressed by Diddy on a podcast that got really awkward really quickly. He began by repeatedly calling the host Nori Daddy.
Mr. Lee,
Yeah, I love this drink.
Where you put my
Chance with you. I
bag
like
at?
when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag
Daddy,
at,
I like
Mr.
when
Lee?
you
Oh,
All them niggas is not saying nothing.
scrambling and scraping.
Look at their face, bro. They're like,
No.
again with this gay ass.
It's more important than drinking water. If I see a man I like, I tell him like this here. I like you, and I want you. That we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours. What you want, Tom? What's it gonna be? I asked you a question, Tom.
I don't want to answer.
Excuse me, I didn't hear you, Tom.
I said I don't want to answer. I don't want to do this anymore.
Sound like to me you wanted the hard way.
Oh, you're scrambling and scraping for shit.
That was you scrambling.
Like he knew he fucked up. He said, "Oh man, I think I got a little too drunk right there and let loose a little too hard."
What? You sound
like he said, "Oh man." I
like when you
fucked
do
up,
it like that, Daddy. When you scrambling and scraping for shit. Hey man.
That boy didn't even know what to say.
Oh nigga, you gay. You don't go back and look at that stuff and laugh.
It could be funny. I don't really be on it like that.
Yeah.
It seems like he genuinely
You was on it like that. Boy, you was pressing hard as hell on it.
has no idea why people thought what he said was weird.
He says things, he doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity. You know what I'm saying? Like, he says something fabulous and he goes, yo, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party.
You said, what the fuck you want to party for me for, boy? I don't want to go inside closets. Hey, what's going on?
Talking about? What is he talking about? That's the kind of stuff that when people say that to me, I get a little uncomfortable.
But even with all the jokes, rumors,
Get more comfortable. Not a little bit, I guess a lot.
and secrets, nobody ever formally spoke out against Diddy and accused him of assault or abuse until 2019, when his ex-girlfriend Gina Huynh spoke publicly about what it's like to be in a relationship with him.
It's always the ling-lings.
Keep in mind that Gina was a side girlfriend for Diddy. The public didn't know about her because his public
Side girlfriend, really? Nigga?
relationship was with Cassie Ventura, who he had been on and off dating for a decade.
He had caught me.
Why don't the nigga just date niggas, bro? Like, why he just date niggas, dog? That's it.
He trying to hide in the closet because he's ashamed of what he doing.
Damn.
He's ashamed of it.
Bro, if you are gay, there is no point of you pretending to be in this many relationships.
He gay, but he ashamed of it.
With women. He's bi.
He's gay, my nigga.
I guess, yeah, that would make him bi, huh?
You better die on your feet than live on your knees, you punk. Get up
This
on
kind of
your
puts
ass.
everything we've seen in the last year into context.
The lawsuit was settled just 24 hours after it was made public. We don't know how much, but due to the severity of the charges, the public assumed that Diddy coughed up tens of millions of dollars to keep her quiet. And while Combs likely believed that he escaped Cassie's lawsuit unscathed, a woman named Liza Gardner filed a lawsuit on November 23rd. Gardner claimed that she and a friend met Combs and singer-songwriter Aaron Hall at an MCA Records event in either 1990 or 1992. They returned to Hall's apartment for an after-party where she was offered more drinks and was coerced into having sex with Combs, who assaulted both her and her friend. In another complaint filed the same day, Joy Dickerson Neal alleged that in 1991, she reluctantly went on a date with Combs, who intentionally drugged and sexually assaulted her after their dinner. Diddy denied the allegations through a spokesperson who claimed that the women's claims were fabricated and accused them of exploiting the Adult Survivors Act. The New York's Adult Survivors Act temporarily eliminated the civil statute of limitations for survivors of sexual assault, which gave them the right to file a lawsuit against the perpetrator regardless of how long ago it occurred. Then another woman came out. Jane Doe alleged that Combs, his longtime lieutenant Harve Pierre, and a third unidentified assailant gang-raped her when she was 17 at Combs' Manhattan recording studio in 2003. Pierre, who previously served as president of Combs Bad Boy Entertainment, had also been sued by a former assistant, who alleges he used his position of authority as plaintiff's boss to groom, exploit, and sexually assault her several times between 2016 and 2017. The lawsuit further claimed that men trafficked Doe across state lines from Detroit to New York City on a private jet, supplied the teenager with drugs and alcohol until she couldn't consent, and then violently assaulted her. The complaint also included several photos that Doe alleges were taken at the studio that night, including one where she is sitting on Combs' lap. Enough is enough, Diddy said on Instagram. For the last couple of weeks,
That nigga got caught with them pictures. She had receipts.
I've sat silently
Ain't no fucking doing nothing, nigga. You got caught with receipts.
And watch people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the were taken at the
first 2 times. I saw them pictures.
studio that night, including one where she is sitting on Combs' lap.
How you gonna doctor that?
Enough is enough, Diddy said on Instagram. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. But it wasn't just women accusing him. In February of 2024, Combs' former producer and videographer, Rodney Lil Rod Jones, filed a federal lawsuit against Combs, alleging Combs sexually harassed, drugged, and threatened him. According to the lawsuit, Rodney Lil Rod Jones lived with Combs between September 2022 and November 2023, during which he worked on Diddy's most recent album, the Love album, Off the Grid. As Combs' videographer, Jones allegedly secured hours of footage and audio recordings of Combs engaging in illegal activity. The activity the suit alleges includes acquiring drugs, soliciting sex workers, providing laced drinks to minors, and sexual assault. Jones alleges that he was the victim of constant unsolicited and unauthorized groping and touching of his anus. Mill is from Philadelphia and dated Nicki Minaj from 2014 to 2016. That same unnamed rapper, also an unnamed R&B singer, and producer Stevie J allegedly engaged in sexual intercourse with Diddy. This allegation has people looking at that clip of Meek Mill in the pool with Diddy calling him daddy more suspiciously. Also, 50 Cent made some jokes about Diddy and Stevie J on Instagram, to which Stevie J responded with not denying the allegations, but challenging 50 Cent to a boxing match.
However it go, I want you to fade, nigga. Fuck all that. Since it's entertainment, let me beat the shit out of you on TV.
What's you so mad for?
TV or
Why you
something.
mad for, nigga? I'm trolling your ass, bitch.
That's what you need to tell us, my nigga. Bro, what the fuck? That's not even the nigga you want to beef with right now, I'm gonna be honest. That's the last nigga you need to be beefing with right now.
Mr. Jones discovered that Mr. Combs has hidden cameras in every room of his homes, and that Diddy was secretly recording artists and powerful executives, like Lucien Grange, who was mentioned in the lawsuit, who may or may not have participated in the freak-offs. If this turns out to be true, we might see some of the most powerful people in the entertainment industry get exposed, and 50 Cent wants to be a part of the expose. He said on Instagram, shaking my head, "This is gonna be so good. What you wanna bet I'm gonna get these tapes? I'll pay top
Nigga right there is playing chess.
dollar for them. You been over there? I don't
That right there go get some niggas.
Go to Puffy's
That nigga's going for that publishing.
parties. However, it seems as though Sean Combs' reign of terror may be over.
Yo, that's some like real evil supervillain shit, bro. Like, think about it. He's doing a whole bunch of wild shit, and he's doing it very publicly, so niggas see it, right? At these freak-offs and shit. And he just records everything that happens at his house with videos, so that if they try and like defy this nigga, boom, drop their fucking sex tape.
And insane conspiracy theories. Take a look at the founders of Uptown Records, the people who gave Diddy his very first job in the music industry. Andre Harrell, dead at age 59. Heavy D, dead at age 44. Kim
What's going on with that?
Porter, dead at age 47. And
Wonder what happened with that.
Al B. Sure, who was just in a coma for 2 months and almost lost his life. Al B. Sure is also the father of Diddy's oldest adopted son.
That shit is too close.
He had a child with Kim Porter before she left him, married Diddy, and had children with him. Albie has recently been trying to reach out to his oldest son, hoping that he will leave Diddy and come back home, and when he got out of his coma, he strongly insinuated that Diddy was the reason behind it.
We are going to be producing the Albie Shore life story. So hold on to your britches, and you'll really understand how I ended up in a coma. You're really going to need to call Homeland Security.
Now, why would
trying to see that movie.
Diddy want the people who got him into the music industry in the first place to all be dead? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. But it seems like almost everyone around Sean Combs for his whole career either dies, disappears from relevance, or speaks out against his devilish ways. Yet nothing bad ever seems to happen to him. He just seems to get more successful and rich. Is it a coincidence? Maybe. But for now, we will just have to see how
Ain't no no damn coincidence, nigga.
How this all
Call spade a spade. I can see that shit with my eyes.
plays out.
I can see that with my eyes closed. Nothing.
Based on everything you have learned in this video, you probably think he is guilty, but as of right now, he is innocent until proven Diddy.
Thumbs up, subscribe, all that, man. To the next
Price for me down, I'm on that mic. Brought it from the smoke, never started every time. But I'm meditate. I was trying to find a way, he get a red pipe. Niggas trying to pay us at it, but we not the same. Really cut from a different client, I know snake skin. This ain't no fake shit. Hell, we searching for them better days. I was trying to find a way, he